What up? It's D&D in the building. Purdue power, no ceiling. Yeah. Double D back, that's Derek and Dalton. Talking gold blood, Mackie been molten. Black and gold dreams, banners we folding. Paint crew loud, every rim gets swollen. Stats so clean, you think it's a scheme. History books get Purdue screen. From humble to E-Day, legends on replay. We run through Mars like it's just another weekday. Double the energy, talking that legacy. Boiler boys cooking, no recipe. Microphone magic, rivalry static. We breaking it down, keep it cinematic. You want the heat, better tune in fast.
Hello, welcome back to the Double D podcast once again. My name is Derek, and this is, as always, my co-host Dalton. Awesome sweater he's got on right now. Love that. This is episode 11, talking sports in Purdue, where we bring you at least 2 episodes a week. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, leave us a comment. It really does help us as we're trying to grow here. We do appreciate everybody who came into the live and watched our recap of the Purdue and Kentucky exhibition. We do really appreciate that. This episode, we're going to be talking about the Purdue-Kentucky game again, just some clarity after, some time to think about it. And then the UIndy upcoming exhibition tomorrow or today, depending on when you're listening. We'll do a little World Series update, as well as the greatest baseball player that's ever lived, and some football weekend recap. We'll drop some history knowledge, as always, and some blind ranking with some banter in between. Dalton, how you been? How was your weekend? Anything exciting happened to you?
Man, it's only Tuesday and I feel like it's been a whole week. Can't even remember my weekend, honestly. I didn't, I don't, we didn't, I don't think we did that much. I really, I, no, we did. We went to a paranormal thing at the fairgrounds and then took Dre trick-or-treating, but other than that, we cleaned up leaves Sunday, man. They're everywhere. So
Oh, God.
just everywhere. 8 trees in my yard. So that's
Oh, I can imagine
most.
your house.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. We spent probably 2 hours doing it, but what's up with you this weekend?
Not a lot. Extremely lazy weekend, especially for me. My wife was doing some stuff around the house, but Saturday, my son was with his grandparents for his birthday. They went to Fort Wayne and went to a bounce house and just to got steak and all kinds of stuff. So he had a good Saturday. And then Sunday, my daughter went over to her cousin's house. So we pretty much were like, oh, kind of like you guys, like a single kid household the whole weekend, which was kind of a relief, really. Like just being able to relax and not answer questions 24/7. But no, I love it. I love my kids, obviously. But it was interesting, but not a ton really that went on. I watched a lot of sports. I watched a lot of football, which I don't normally do. A lot of baseball. So had a good time. Did really enjoy the weekend. Sometimes those lazy ones, especially entering the winter, are kind of necessary just to get your head right. But yeah, can't complain too much, honestly.
The slow
Oh yeah.
down before winter, man. Summer runs, everybody wants to
Well,
do everything at once. So,
daylight savings time's coming up, and I'm a big non-daylight savings time believer. Hate it. Hate when it starts becoming dark at 4 p.m. and then I never get to see the outside. And when I do, it's gray. So that's coming up next weekend for anyone who didn't know. Get prepared.
shout out Indiana.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's jump right in. Let's go into our post KY clarity segment. Thoughts are collected. I don't know. I'm still a little heated about it. But let's hear your thoughts. You know, what do we got to do moving forward?
So I've got 2 different takes, and I'll give both. My first one is it was just a bad shooting night, and outside of that, we would have won the game, and no one would be talking about anything. We were 17% from three. If we make 3 more threes and get to a normal number, now we're down 4. If TKR makes 2 more floaters, it's a tie game. It is that simple, but it's also not, because the good thing about these exhibition games and losing them and shooting poorly is that it does kind of show you a few things that you need to fix. So I have about 3 questions or observations that I'd like to get your take on. So I've heard this from multiple outlets now. John Rothstein did something on it. Sleepers did something on it. TKR looks clunky a little bit. And I think that it's becoming this concept of, is it hard to play a traditional five with TKR? The only time Purdue's done it successfully was with Edey, and that was an anomaly. There is no other Edey. There's no Edey walking through the door. He never will exist again. Last year, first obviously wasn't really a true five or four. He was kind of a floater, but TKR got his numbers, but obviously the team wasn't that great compared to what we hoped for this year. So there's parts of me that believe that maybe Purdue is trying to overutilize TKR when we have Clough and we have Jacobson, who could get the ball more, who could take more shots, who could get post touches. And maybe TKR takes a little step back to 16 to 18 points a game. But the question really is TKR willing to do that? Is Painter willing to give that a shot? Or are we just going to try to ride, TKR All-American to the Sweet 16 and maybe no further? Because sometimes it feels like that could be the ceiling if we don't get these other guys involved. I don't know what your take is on that, but it's kind of what the sentiment was from both of those outlets. And I kind of agree. TKR is great at what he does, but when you have a true five in there, I'm not sure that TKR can be the go-to guy all the time. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's too crowded. Um, for him to get his space to work, you have to have somebody that can pull them out. Even with first not being great, he was a threat from, 16 to 18 feet. You had to
Yeah.
guard him out there, which pulled him. Now you can dump down. TKR's passing. Now, maybe this was just Kentucky and his passing is way better than what he showed, but it was terrible that game. His passing was awful. It looked forced. He needs room to work. You can't have a guy doubling over on him. He faced some doubles last year, but the kick out was there or the dump down, and I just don't think he found that. I think we got swamped. I think we got UConned against Kentucky. And I know it wasn't the championship, but that's exactly what UConn did to us. We couldn't move, we couldn't get our sets going. Just a super athletic team in Kentucky. And I hope we see them again just because of their fan base. I can't stand them. They're annoying. Like it was an exhibition, bub. Settle down, and I get you're missing your top two players. It could have been ugly. Purdue also could have, shot 45% from three and buried your asses, on any given night. It
Yeah.
looked overwhelming for a first game. They were ready. They knew what we were throwing. We didn't run sets. Painter didn't call timeouts. It just, I think TKR, he's gonna have to shoot this year. If he can't draw people out of the lane a little bit, I don't.
Well, and that's kind of one of my big thoughts with TKR. He's terrible at defense. Last year, first guarded those athletic fours, and TKR guarded the slow big fives. And that's not really an option this year. TKR is going to have to guard these fours. And is he just going to get cooked over and over and over? Kind of like what you're talking about. I think that if he is the focal point of your offense and you have another big in there, that big has to be able to shoot. So maybe, and that comes down to actually ties in perfectly to my next question. Next point of this is it Clough or is it Jacobson as a better pair with TKR? Because to me, Clough, he offers a lot more maybe rebounding. I haven't seen it yet, to be honest, but Daniel, I feel like is a better pair together with TKR. So maybe that means Daniel should be starting because he can shoot it. He is more that just like dive lob threat. Um, he's got that shot blocking potential if TKR gets beat. It feels like there's more compliments, ham and egg a little bit with that. Whereas Clough is more of like a true post up center who's just going to be dominant down low. But you can't do that if your offense is running through a 6'9" power forward who, although they tell us, I just heard an interview today from Braden telling Hummel that drastically improved passing. I haven't seen it. He had 0 assists and 3 turnovers in that scrimmage, and none of his passes looked good. He didn't look like he was even looking to pass, really. I need to see more out of him. The sleepers guys made a really good point on a video about maybe we're doing this all wrong, and we need to stop blaming everyone around the big three and start holding the big three accountable. Because honestly, honest to God, it's always been, well, They didn't last year. We didn't have any guys around him. The year before when the big three was Smith, Lawyer, and Edie, we obviously made a title game. What are you going to complain? But then it was all, what else do they have? And Lance Jones was the answer. But this year, it's like we have those guys, and we have good players around them. Two good fives, two good twos, and a good backup point guard. Like we have great players, but are they going to even get a chance to be great? Sometimes the big three idea and these guys taking 80% of your shots, you like that because they're great players, but at the same time, how much are you limiting other guys from being great? And I
Yeah.
think we are. I think that Clough, he averaged 17, almost 18 points a game last year. Maybe get the guy some touches.
Yeah.
CJ, Jakari, they combined for 4 shots in a scrimmage. That's a scrimmage. They
Yeah.
should be shooting it more than anyone. Like, get those guys going. So that's really a big concern for me. So what's your take on, who you think is better between Oscar and DJ as far as working with Trey or just working in general?
I'm going DJ because he can pull you out. He's a threat. He's more of a first style player, I
Where's Boilermaker?
believe. Yeah, I mean, way better, obviously, but in the same aspect, you have to guard him.
Yeah.
Clough is going to sit on the block. He's no threat outside, so you can double on TKR, make him make the decision. I think Clough pairs better with like a Benter lineup.
Yeah.
Like you got a small four. Clough can clog up the paint. He's stout. He's gonna handle. I
Behind
think,
hedges.
yeah, I mean, and that works with like a Benter. You have a faster, more exterior player. You get him down on the block. He's got kick out options at 4 spots.
Right.
You run some screens, pop on the 3-point arc. Jeez, dude, I can't believe that just left my brain. But anyways, yeah, but I think Clough works better in a lineup like that. You got two bigs like that, and TKR's. Don't tell me he's good at passing. It's like I tell my son, like don't tell me, show me.
Right.
And I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I don't believe it. Whatever. We're going into the easiest part of our lineup, so we'll find out for real, like Alabama teams that really play, you know.
Yeah, the glorifying, and I have one more I'll go in a second, but the one glorifying thing is that our next three opponents should be pretty well be cakewalks. So we have time to iron out some of this, who's fits with who, because I kind of agree with you. I think like the backup lineup of, when you get that 2 minutes of Omer followed by 3 minutes of Braden and Omer with a Jakari, Clough, and either Benter or whoever emerges at that four eventually. I don't know if it's Liam Murphy or who it is in the end, but that lineup seems better to me. I actually think Clough is even a faster player than DJ, despite the weight difference. Like DJ moves up and down the floor a lot slower, just at that big, big frame or big, big height. But I think that DJ offers a lot more compliments to Trey. Now, again, it does come down to is Trey gonna let that happen? Is he gonna let other guys score? Because it didn't look like it in the first game. It looked like he was shooting or Lawyer was shooting. I mean, they took 30 of our shots. And that doesn't include Braden, who took 9. That's 39 of your field goal attempts. We only probably, I don't know what we took, but it couldn't have been more
I
than
think
50.
63 or no, it was 57 and Kentucky shot 63.
Yeah, so they took 39 of your 57 field goal attempts and didn't shoot it well.
Yeah,
That's the key here. They made 12 of those. So
the downfall right
um,
there.
so my last point of my moments of clarity, and again, I'll preface all this by saying it was a scrimmage. Yeah,
Yeah.
Purdue doesn't scout, but my point about Purdue not scouting is I don't really care if they scout. They've been together, like those big three have been together long enough that they should get it done. Now, defensively, I think that's where you saw the problems. I think it was a bad shooting night, and we weren't prepared defensively for what those guys were capable of. But we kind of just hit on this. My last point was I feel like um, the reason that CJ's starting is he pairs better with Braden and Fletcher. And I think that that will continue. And I think Jakari is really a great complement to Omer because I think Jakari has that defensive tenacity and size that when you have Omer and him in there together, you're pretty bulky at the guard spot. I mean, those are a couple of big boys, like stocky wise. And I think that that's a good combination. I think they both are more versatile at getting their own shot than say like I know CJ can do it, but he's almost like he doesn't unless it's late shot clock.
Yeah.
Um, and Fletcher's not great at it. He can do it. He's not great at it. So I like that combination. I don't know how you feel about it, like, but I do think CJ is going to continue to start because I do think that Painter wants Omer and Jakari together. I saw it a ton in that scrimmage, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
I had a few points on that game of, what we need to do moving forward.
Yep.
I'll drop my lineup. My best lineup is kill, scores, kill. Defense doesn't matter. It's Braden, Omer, Fletcher, TKR, and DJ. That's my top lineup. There's going to be no defense played whatsoever, but
Yeah, that's a horrible.
when
I
you
mean, you got DJ down there, I guess, to clean it all up, but
yeah, when you hang 110 on people though, it's I mean that will be, I think, by the end of the year, the starting lineup. I just think once Omer gets it, like he's so athletic that he will catch on defensively.
yeah.
Um,
And he's
how,
smart.
yeah, I mean he's a genius. He lives the game. He doesn't drink. He doesn't go out. He will pick it up and he will start. My first note was we have to fix our transition defense.
100%.
Everyone's gonna play the same way that Kentucky played now. They know the blueprint. Like
Do you think part
whether
of that
we,
though is us missing a lot of shots?
yeah,
Makes
yeah. I
transition
mean,
easier if the ball's not
but
going in the
we
hoop.
are walking back.
Yeah,
Like
we did look lazy a
you're
lot.
getting beat back. Like no excuse. When
Yeah,
that shot goes up, if it's, the guys that need to get back need to get back.
yeah,
That's just it. The post clutter, like we talked about, you have to clear that out. There has to be lanes. Um, Obviously shooting. Our cutting has to be better. Like nobody was diving towards the basket. None of our guards were. If you're not having a good shooting night, you have to be able to cut to the basket and get to the rim. The guards, like,
yeah.
if it's a bad shooting night, get to the rim, get fouled. It just is what it is. It's like,
We
you
didn't do that hardly at all.
no, I mean the guards were not cutting. It would look like UConn. I mean, we were standing around the 3-point line.
Well, Braden would drive and then he'd have nowhere to go with the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's like making any moves to the basket.
And I hate that. It's like my buddy Garrett, who's the coach of Fishers right now, he just put out a video on cutting, like how important it is for guards to be able to cut. And it's like if you watch his team, dude, there's cuts going on everywhere, and that's how they tear you up. And I don't care whether you're athletic or not, Braden can feed a pass into a tight window. So it's like, and Omer. So you're talking, you get a good cut, you get one step on a guy, you either get fouled or you get to the rim.
Yeah.
Like that's you can't. I don't. It
No,
was
I
just
mean, I think you're right. I mean, I didn't even think of that honestly, but cutting is a huge issue with this team. I mean, did we get any easy baskets outside of like floater? I mean, maybe one or two here and there, but like that was a big emphasis of Painter was we need more easy baskets, whether it's transition or layups. Like we weren't not getting any of them, and that's a problem.
yep. You got anything else on the KY clarity?
No, I do think it was a poor shooting night, and that really exasperated a lot of the issues that people are talking about. I don't think it's a big problem. The game didn't count. Purdue's got 3 games now to clean this up, an exhibition and two kind of cupcake games that aren't easy. I mean, we play Akron and Evansville, I believe, and they're not
Yeah.
like junk teams. They're good mid majors, but games we should handle. Now, if we get through these games, these next 3 games, and we haven't shown a whole lot. We're winning by 15 points, 10 points, even 20 points against a couple of these teams. Like, then I'll start worrying. If I keep seeing these same issues and we don't make adjustments, but this team seems deep enough that if something's not working, Painter's just going to move somebody around.
Yeah, I
Why
think so.
would why wouldn't he?
I'm not freaking out, but those issues, you go through November and those issues are still occurring,
But
then I might.
didn't that game feel oddly like last year? Like a
It
lot of the same
did.
issues kind of came up.
Yeah, it did. I mean, like, and we were told like Clough's gonna be we're gonna have rim protection, rebounding. We got out rebounded. We got, our rim
Got killed on
protect.
the rebound.
We got dunked on all night. Like,
Yeah.
and like our switches and our hedges were not working. Um, people were slow getting back off of hedges, things like that. Like you got to sprint to the hole. I know
Yeah,
Painter coaches that. It's like you get that
lazy
head.
effort, really. It looked
Yeah.
lazy. And
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
like saying that, but it was.
it's fine. It's whatever.
Well, let's move
Passive
on.
passive aggressive because I'm depressed. No, we'll
Uh,
be good.
Upcoming scrimmage against UIndy. Initial thoughts. I'll be at the game, going with my dad, my son, a couple of my dad. We actually ended up getting a bunch of tickets for free.
Nice.
So shout out to Lukians. Um, Excited to go to the game and get my actual eyes on the team in person. I know it's against like a small, what are they, D2 team. But what are your first thoughts?
They returned 4 players, is what I had, 4 or 5. It's almost a brand new team. I know you're going to do a segment on the coach, new coach. They added some older guys. It's a little bit of an older team. They have a couple grad transfers. They got a 6'11" sophomore that played last year as a red shirt. Uh,
Pronounce that last name for me.
dude, I cannot. I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
go with Amoko.
Yeah, I don't want to anyway. They brought back no scoring. So you pretty much I have no idea. Um
I
I
think the
I
one guy they brought back that is potentially a scorer is Pierce Thomas, but he only played 6 games last year because of a season-ending injury. But he did play at Butler at one point. He started his career at Butler, so the guy's
yeah.
obviously got some skill. I'll hit. We can kind of just bounce back and forth. The guys that I picked was obviously that Amoko guy. It's good for us that they have a big 6'11" center, 260 pounds, redshirt sophomore. I think that I need to see Clough dominate this guy. Like he's playing at UIndy. I don't care what his side, dominate him. He averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds last year. Dominate him. That'll be big for me. If Clough can't do that, then I'm sorry, it's DJ. He's got to be in the game because I'll
Yeah.
take the shot blocking and the potential shooting before I'll take the rebounding if the rebounding's not happening. Like I
Yeah.
need Clough to come in tomorrow and play 20 minutes and get 12 to 14 rebounds. Like just own it. Um,
Boozer.
they do have a guy named Carmelo Harris. Love
Yeah.
that.
Seeing that.
Um, Transfer from Wayne State. His numbers in high school were insane. I believe he averaged 28, 8, and 8 in high school. Super, super good shooter, 41% for his career from three. Could potentially be a guy that, you know, makes a lot of Purdue fans mad tomorrow because he might just randomly go off for 6 or 7 threes. He's just one of those guys, shot maker. Not really a create your own guy, but he'll pull up. I mean, he'll get it in. And the last guy I had was Noah Kahn from Colorado Christian. Believe he played last year with UIndy. Could be wrong. Again, it's hard to find info on a team like this, but a good player. Could see him being, like their true point guard who's gonna, he could go for 14, 15 points. He's a solid player. But those are the guys that I see: Noah Khan, Carmelo Harris, Pierce Thomas, and Amoko, or however the heck you pronounce that name. I'll go with Kelvin. I think that they could be the best players on their team, but again, I anticipate Purdue winning this game by approximately 412 points.
That's your prediction?
No, no, it's not, but they should. The guys on the other team shouldn't matter, is my
Yeah.
point.
No, it
I don't.
shouldn't in a game like this. What is your score prediction?
Um, well, I'm looking at like this is a D2 school that went 15 and 13 last year and brought in basically a new team, new coach. I do think their coach is good. They're a very good free throw shooting team. They shoot a lot of free throws. I don't know what that says about them. I don't know if I haven't watched them, but I assume they drive the ball. So they appear to me to be an Alabama miniature version. So, like for instance, last year, now I know they have a new coach, so this could change. But historically, last year they shot 45% of their shot attempts were three pointers. They also took 600, approximately 20 free throws a game. So between that amount of threes and that amount of free throws, you assume that's what they do. They drive and they shoot threes. They don't play much in the mid range. They probably play pretty quick. They average 76 points a game, but they were 15 and 13 last year in D2 and not a very good league. So again, not super concerned about them. I believe Purdue wins this game. Do we hit the century mark? I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna say 97 to 52, 45 points.
Right
I'd
on.
put the line at minus 41 and a half.
I've got 92 to 68.
Hmm.
I think our Our defense, like as much as that margin is, anyways, I think our defense just either we see it improve tomorrow immensely, or we figure out we're just gonna have to score 95 on everyone this year.
Yeah, that's kind of the dilemma we may end up in, which sucks because that's really was the dilemma we were in last year. We just didn't score enough points. But
Yeah.
like, are we just a team that's going to legitimately have to play 10 deep, kind of like Michigan State last year, exchange guys in and out, and just have Braden play 38 minutes with different players at all times and just score, 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 score?
Yep.
Could be our best option.
I mean, if we
I mean,
push the
Alabama's been
ball,
very successful with it. They haven't won a natty, obviously, but they don't have Braden Smith. So I mean, if
yeah,
our
if they
defense can't be good enough, then
we'll have to be a transition team at that point. Like there's no way around it. So, yeah, that's what I've got for you of Indy. Anything else on closing thoughts on that?
not really. I'm gonna hit their coach real quick. So
Yeah.
they have a new coach. His last name's Hetty. Love that last name. He went to school at UIndy, so he's returning to his alma mater. He was the head basketball coach at Marion University, which is very close to UIndy. It's a school in around Indianapolis. He had 168 and 56 record there, so 750 winning percentage was very, very good. They had 20 wins and a tournament berth in every single year he was there. Now that's NAIA, so not NCAA, but still obviously very consistent, very good
Yep.
coach. They had their first ever national semifinal appearance. Um, they won the league title in 2020, so he was very, very good there. Um, he was a graduate of that school, and he actually, when he was at the University of Indianapolis, little correlation here, he played for a former Purdue All-American, Billy Keller. He was also a legend for the Indiana Pacers. Um, he was the team captain his 2 seasons there. He has the all-time record for free throw percentage
Mm,
for UIndy, so you know he's going to focus on those little things like
yeah.
that. Before that, he coached for 7 years at Carmel, obviously around Indy. So he's very familiar with this area. He won back-to-back state titles at Carmel.
Shout
Was
out
100,
Greyhounds.
141 and 38, 788. So this guy's a winner everywhere he's been. Average 20 wins a season. Obviously had those back-to-back state titles, which is kind of crazy in Indiana. Just doesn't happen a whole lot. But awesome guy. He's a guy that I think is going to be really great there. And I don't think he'll be there too long, to be honest. I could see him moving up pretty quickly. He just seems like a winner, and winners move up in coaching. The guy's won 20 games everywhere he's been at the high school level, at the lower level. Now he's at UIndy. I assume this is his first year there. I bet you they're significantly improved. So
Yep.
shout out to Mr. Hetty. I believe that he has a bright future ahead of him, has some ties to Purdue. So somebody you can root for to get better and move on in the future. And I hope tomorrow's a good game. I hope Purdue comes out and smacks them. I hope our starters play 20 minutes each, and we get to see a whole lot of Omer Meyer, a whole lot of Jack Benner, a whole lot of give me a little Murphy. I think there's more to that guy than maybe he's just not quite there yet, but man, he can shoot it. So I think it's going to be a fun night. I'm excited to go, taking my son, going with my dad too. So really excited to be there, and really excited to get in trouble for taking my son to a basketball game on a school night.
Heck yeah, man. I will be at the airport or I would also be there.
I know, man. We still have an extra spot. I was like, man, can I just tell him to just get his freaking family member a Uber on the way home or something? Just pay the $100 for the Uber.
She had another ride, so my aunt's flying in from Phoenix tomorrow, but she had another ride, but it was with my cousin's new girlfriend, dude. So like no, I'm not gonna do that to my aunt.
That
You
wouldn't
know,
be awkward,
you
not
know
even a
how
little.
awkward that would be, bro.
Dude, that's
I
wild.
mean, yeah, so that's why I'm doing it. You're welcome, Aunt Lindsay. You are welcome. So, um, yeah, do you have blind rankings, dude?
I do. We'll hit those real quick. Kind of funny. It always works this way that something that we briefly spoke about is my blind ranking. So you talked about Kentucky's fan base. So I have top five worst fan bases as a Purdue fan. So we'll 1 through 5, they're all bad. So I don't know that you can fail this blind ranking, to be honest with you.
Sweet.
First worst fan base is Illinois.
You know what? They've
And
backed off.
one will be the worst. Five will be the best.
They've laid off a lot, so I'll put them at 4. They've chilled out.
Okay, Illinois at 4. UConn,
That they'll go at number 2 just to leave that one spot open.
perfect. Tennessee.
Man,
Like I
number
said, you can't
3.
lose.
Number 3.
You can't lose this. Oh man, these last two. I'll go with this one first. Indiana University.
Number 1 by
And then that
far.
puts Kentucky at 5.
Oh man, that sucks. That
Well,
was
also,
terrible.
But Kentucky's new to us.
I blew it, dude.
But here's your blind ranking top 5. Number 1, this is the top 5 worst opposing fan bases as a Purdue fan. Number 1 is IU. That's kind of stock. Number 2, UConn. 3,
Eh,
Tennessee. 4, Illinois. 5, Kentucky. I
hmm.
would probably I would probably go IU, UConn, Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee.
That would be mine too if I put them
I just
back
swapped
number.
Tennessee and Kentucky.
I got into it with a lot of Tennessee
Dude,
fans a couple
I
years
picked the
ago.
5 fan bases I hate the most, so
Oh my God.
there is no winning this or though losing this. You're gonna win because they're all horrible.
I was just some dipshit from IU, freaking Donald gangbanging 3,000 hater or whatever. Oh my God, that guy has the worst takes
Dude,
ever.
IU sucks mostly because they get on our stuff for no reason.
Every single Purdue post.
Yeah, I UConn really only time UConn goes crazy is when you go after UConn,
If you
but they
say,
come
yeah.
hard,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I can get UConn fans riled up like in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
you had over 100K views on your hate post for Dan
Dude,
Hurley.
it was just a retweet, like a quote tweet. Dude, they were
Yeah,
going nuts. I went and looked at the original tweet. It only had like 400,000. Like,
yeah,
dang,
you had.
I got a quarter of all these views.
Yeah, that's whole
Uh,
state of Connecticut.
Illinois sucks now, but if they start getting good, they're going to be horrible.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like when they had Coleman, that fan base was awful. It's like they fed off of his
oh yeah.
trolling.
Did you see that guy for Illinois, Petrovic, got classified as a sophomore?
Dude,
He's going to be 22 years old this year.
you haven't seen my NCAA hate post. I literally texted you that I might
Oh, I
graduate
know.
with the big 3.
I know
I'm
you.
so done with it, dude.
I just saw today another G leaguer
Fucking
has.
G League dudes, like, come on.
Well, and I'm
Uh,
fine if the international guys want to come, but how is a 20, almost 22-year-old a sophomore? He should be at maximum or at minimum a junior.
yeah,
Like you're giving that
exactly.
guy 3 years eligibility. He'll be
Hey, that's
26 by the time he graduates.
what I'm saying. Then they cleared that dude that he's been playing since 2018. I don't care if he was hurt. I don't care about the COVID year. He's almost
Oh yeah,
26.
yeah,
He is in the same class as Zion. I
yeah.
feel like Zion's about out of the NBA.
He's went through 3 or 4 body transformations.
That's what I'm
Zion,
saying, man.
that's
Gee,
wild.
I hate it now.
We're cooked. We're cooked as a sport,
Yep,
just to be honest.
it sucks.
Um, all right, last blind ranking here. Top 5, and I only bring this up because I ate way too much of it this weekend. Top 5 pizza chains.
All
Now
right,
this is chains only, so
pretty good.
there's not as many options. We're not going the small crafty guys. All
All
right,
right.
first one we'll go with is Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut at 2.
The Hut. Papa John's.
5.
Not a Papa guy. Little Caesars.
Oh, number 3, dude. I'd like some little skis.
All right, and we'll go Pizza King.
Oh, number 1, dude. I was hoping you put that in there.
Oh, this is gonna work. Domino's, number 4.
Yeah, that's the perfect
That
ranking.
is pretty good. He goes, number 1, this is top 5 pizza chains. Number 1, Pizza King. Number 2, Pizza Hut, America's favorite pizza. Number 3, Little Caesars, pizza. Number 4, Domino's, and number 5, the ever racist Papa John. And we all know he is. No matter how much Shaq pops on his commercials, we know what he
No,
said. We know
he's a
what he said.
racist
He's a racist fella.
for sure.
All right, what's
That
next?
worked out good. Let's hear your World Series update. I know they played 2 full games and people only had to buy 1 ticket for last night.
Yeah, and for anyone who stayed up and watched that entire game, amen to you. I tried. I fell asleep in about the 13th, 14th inning. It was 1 a.m. I thought this may never end. and nobody was scoring. It would have been different if it was like home run followed by a game tying home run, but that never happened. It was just no scoring. Um, I want to start out first off, just a quick update. The Dodgers lead 2-1. This game is in Dodger Stadium tonight. There's a game going on right now. After that, they will all be in Toronto. So the last three, I believe, are in Toronto or something along those lines. It might be one more in LA. They change this shit every year. Um, right now, the game is tied 0-0 in the second inning. Shohei Ohtani is pitching this game after going, maybe having the most incredible, not baseball, sports performance that I have ever seen in my life. The guy last night reached base 9 times, which is a postseason record, tied the MLB all-time record, not postseason, everything. Had 2 home runs, had 2 doubles, I believe something, walked 4 times or 5 times because they just said, we're done pitching to you because we can't do anything about it. And then what is this? All of, 16 hours later is on the mound pitching.
That's
He's an incredible, incredible person. Um, he has had 27 at bats in the World Series, I believe, this year. Um, no, not 27 at bats. He's had 7 home runs in this postseason. Just in this World Series, in the last 2 games, he's had 5 home runs. Him in two
yeah.
games,
Let's go.
5 home runs. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen to see a guy who is also one of the best pitchers in the MLB be this just Barry Bonds level of guy. They're just not pitching to him anymore.
Bring
They're like,
back.
he walked his first at bat tonight. He's already walked once today. They won't pitch to him. Why would you? He's
Stupid.
quite possibly the most incredible baseball player that's ever lived.
Babe Ruth.
People compare him to Babe Ruth, but like if we're being honest, the
Yeah.
guy last year had the first ever 50-50 season, 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases.
Hell yeah.
He also like that was the first year he didn't pitch because had a Tommy John or whatever the heck was wrong with him. But it's just absolutely mind blowing what this guy does every night. You think it's over, like there's no way he can do it again. He has 7 home runs this postseason. The next closest guy is like 4 or 5, and you got to count the fact that he has 7, and he's been walked half the time he's been up. If he didn't get walked, he'd have probably 12. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
every time you remember when Barry Bonds had 72 home runs? Every
I
time they
do.
pitched him the ball, it
It
was
was
gone.
gone. Yeah.
So they just stopped it all. Like I
Yeah.
think like his last month of the season, he only had like 6 or 7 home runs because he only got like there was a crazy stat. I can't remember what it was. I think in his final month of that year, he got 30 hittable baseball pitches thrown to him, and 6 of them were home runs. It might even have been more than 6. I can't remember the exact stat, but either way, it was nuts. That feels like Ohtani. When he gets a pitch in the zone, it's gone. And then the fact that he's up here throwing, he had 2 consecutive World Series games where he hit 5 home runs, got walked 7 times, and threw 6 scoreless innings with 10 strikeouts. Like it's the most mind-blowing thing I've ever witnessed. And as much as I hate the Dodgers because all they do is buy, buy, buy people,
Yeah.
it works. And they got Ohtani on the best contract ever in baseball. They're paying him $2 million a year.
Kentucky of MLB.
They're worse than Kentucky because there is no. I guess it's kind of like that in basketball now. There's no cap, but the guy's nuts. He's only making $2 million a year right now, and then his contract's like backloaded to make 80 million a year for the final 4 years. Which, if you think about it, it's the greatest contract ever because inflation will make that money worth way less.
Yeah.
So, kind of
That
genius of him.
he I mean, the dude is a legend. He will go down as a legend.
He's 31. I mean, he's won 3 unanimous MVPs, only player ever. He's 31,
Yeah.
and he's not getting worse.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
getting better every year. It's
seems like
absolutely mind
yeah.
blowing.
Through their 30s, sometimes baseball players can, get better. Like watch Roger
Especially,
Clemens back in the day and
yeah.
stuff. Like dudes like that, they find their niche.
Well, and with him, he's in the NL, but now in the NL, you have designated hitters.
Right.
So he can literally pitch once every 5 games and then just DH for the next 9 years
Hell
and be
yeah.
the greatest baseball player that's ever lived. He
That's
doesn't
sick.
need why would you ever I would never put him in the field. Why would I risk that injury?
Yeah. Watching history be made, man.
Oh, like I put this on something earlier. Like we're literally watching. um, the greatest baseball player that's ever lived, possibly the most generationally changing basketball player in Victor Wembanyama that's ever lived, because the stuff he's been doing already this season's out of this world. Um, we've got Scotty Scheffler, who's one of the best golfers. We've got Carlos Alcaraz in tennis, who's one of the best tennis players that's ever lived, still very young. All these super guys, like these guys, like from 25 to 30 ish, somewhere in that range, that are just dominating their sports. It's pretty awesome, honestly.
The
You don't
training
think it,
levels are going up, dude.
yeah, which
Like,
that to me makes it even crazier that guys
yeah,
dominate
yeah. To be
because
dominant now,
everybody's so much better.
you have to be another level.
I'll move on from the MLB. I know that's not our main viewership, but
No, it's
Eric,
a
if you're watching this segment was for you. I did talk to, I had to go pick him up today as him I was getting worked on. So we talked a little bit about Ohtani and just what he's been doing. But the Dodgers are up 2-1. If they win this game, they go up 3-1.
it's over.
Gonna be tough to
Warm
beat them
up the
3 times in
bus,
a row.
baby.
This feels like a must win for Toronto, and the Dodgers
Yeah,
now are up 1-0.
hell yeah. I mean, warm
And
up the
Ohtani
bus.
is coming up to bat if this guy gets on base.
Let's go. I want a live reaction home run, dude.
If he hits a home run, I will freak out. So you can just count that. However, the guy batting right now is the 9 hitter, and he's batting 083 in
You
the
don't have
playoffs.
anybody better than that?
Yeah, you're the Dodgers.
I
I don't know.
mean,
This guy must be just an incredible center fielder
yeah, I mean,
on defense.
come
Oh, wait, he might have just jacked it out of the park. Oh, no, warning track. All right.
the
Anyway,
track.
the warning
Um,
track.
NFL recap real quick. We'll run down if anything stands out. Say it. Colts, Titans, 38 Colts, 14 Titans. Colts are
Best
rolling
team in the NFL, baby.
the best. Let's
The
go.
best.
I mean,
I want to point out again, I say it every week now. Jonathan Taylor is the best player in the NFL. He had
MVP.
over 180 yards and 3 touchdowns in this game total.
MVP.
He should be the leader for the MVP right now. And the Colts are just rolling. Matt Jones is everything they needed that they never knew they wanted.
Yeah, it's awesome to see, man. I was thinking about switching teams because I had no belief. I will call myself out, hand raise. Excited to see what they're doing.
Oh, I saw a stat today during that game. Matt Jones, the only quarterback in the NFL this year with 200 yards and 1 touchdown in every game. So
You mean
maybe he's the
Daniel
best.
Jones?
What did I say?
Matt,
Oh yeah, Daniel Jones. I apologize. Sorry,
Daniel.
Dan. Sorry, Danny.
It's
You my
Indiana
guy.
Jones, bub.
Sorry.
It,
Has that been said or did you just come up
it
with that?
has been said. I
Okay,
that's
okay,
that is not original. So,
okay.
Dolphins, Falcons, Dolphins 34, Falcons 10. The Falcons are the most inconsistent team in the NFL. Um, Jets 39, Bengals 38. Let's go, Jets. Got one.
Game
Fine.
of the week, dude. That game was
Yeah.
epic.
Fields went. So Patriots 32, Browns 13. Who cares? Uh, you care?
I don't care.
Eagles 38, Giants 20. I mean so the Eagles lost to the Giants earlier in the year, so that was kind of like a get back game for them. And they
Eagles
look
are still good. I mean, every time they lose, everybody starts doubting them, but they're going to be fine. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to have a shot.
Get back game for the Bills, 40-9 over the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers were rolling for a minute. They're kind of like the Falcons, just inconsistent as shit.
Yep.
Um, Bears 16, Ravens 30. I mean, we should probably just skip over that.
Yeah, I'll move on. Caleb Williams was really bad. The Bears they got to get over the penalty issue. It's every single week. They lead the NFL in penalties. They're terrible when it comes to that stuff. Like this is the first game their defense didn't carry them, and you saw what happened. They lost
Yeah.
to a Lamar Jackson-less Ravens team, just getting walked on. So this was a bad week. We got to rebound next week and win.
Yeah, I watched that game. It was awful.
Very sad.
Texans 26, 49ers 15. I did not expect that one. But
Are the
it is what
49ers
it is.
bad?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, Christian McCaffrey stayed healthy all year. They still got,
Yeah.
you know, uh, they should be rolling, but I don't know. I haven't watched much of them. Buccaneers 23, Saints 3,
And we
Bake,
ride.
Mayfield rolling.
Baker Mayfield, dude, the GOAT.
Cowboys 24, Broncos 44. Broncos defense is tough. The Broncos
Cowboys
off.
got real problems.
Yeah, I mean they got
This was
rocked.
a schlapping, dude. Belt to booty.
Yeah. Packers 35, Steelers 25. Is Rodgers washed? We don't know.
I think the Packers are just pretty good.
Yeah,
They
they
got
are.
they got their best receiver back, who was sitting on my fantasy bench. He didn't have a great game, but he is back. Watson, I think is his name.
Yep.
Um, he's
Christian.
back. I watched. Shout out Robert Berger, who is Bob Does Sports, my favorite golf channel on YouTube. He had a $300 parlay, and the only thing he needed was Romeo Dobbs to score in that final game. He had hit like 6 or 7 crazy things in a parlay. 300 to win 90 grand. And he live
Wow,
streamed the whole game with him reacting, and it was just epic to watch it never happen.
that's
So shout
crazy.
out to you, sir.
Um, Commanders 7, Chiefs 28. I mean, the Chiefs look like the Chiefs last night. Um,
They're doing what
yeah,
they do. They're
yep.
doing what they do.
And I won by point. So you won by a very small margin in fantasy against me last week, like the smallest margin you can possibly win by. I won by a smaller margin this week. He was
Hey, what
beating
comes
me.
around?
Travis Kelsey, if Pat Mahomes had hit Kelsey in the second half at all, I would have lost. Because I have Pat Mahomes, he had Kelsey, and I needed to come back, and Pat Mahomes just said, "Nope, not gonna throw it to Kelsey this half." So it
I
worked
won
out.
because I have Jonathan Taylor and he
Yeah,
carries me to victory. He had
I
37 points in fantasy in our league,
yeah,
which is not a high like some leagues he would have had like 60.
I had 3 players score 0 points this week, including
Yeah.
Ferguson, the tight end from Dallas, who is the number one tight end in the NFL.
I finally
Zero.
switched from Pittsburgh's defense because they've been terrible, went to the Bears, and this is the first week they didn't get a takeaway. I'm like, I'm just done. Like I need to pick. I'm gonna start getting whoever's defense is playing the Bears because then the Bears will win every game.
Yeah, we're playing the Jets. Also
Oh
look for
yeah.
that. All right, into college real quick. We won't spend a whole lot of time here. UCLA 6, Indiana 56, ass whooping. Just
Rolling.
every week, man. Can't say anything. They just keep winning.
They're
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 good.
they're they are legitimately good, and they are making everyone else look legitimately bad.
Yep. A&M. So this is a good one. 49, LSU 25. Ended Kelly's career there.
Dude,
I
and I don't know if you can hire him. His buyout's $52 million.
well that and he kills people, so
Well,
he
I still
killed
would take him.
two players, so I mean, I don't want Brian Kelly anywhere near my freaking team, dude. No way,
Ugh.
dude. He's got a losing culture and he might have a new accent, you know?
Well, imagine you got to pay this guy 52 million to buy him out, and then you got to pay him probably 50 million just to get him. So it's $100 million to get Brian Kelly. I'll
Yeah,
pass.
Penn State's probably the only one available that could do that. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, probably true. Probably true.
Whether they would or not, I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. We'll keep you updated on this. Uh, Alabama 29, South Carolina 22. Um, Closer game than I thought.
Yeah,
South Carolina was preseason ranked. They were supposed to be better than they are, but you know, Bama wins again. That's it.
just rolling, just doing what they got
Just
to do.
win. Wisconsin set. This one's surprising. It was at Wisconsin. Wisconsin 7, Oregon 21.
Hmm.
That's worse for Oregon, I think.
Yeah, they should have won that by a lot, but I
I
think
don't
Oregon's reeling a little bit, man. Indiana defeat kind of humbled them.
I don't know if they're that good. Are
Yeah,
they
man,
another
maybe they weren't.
Illinois? Are they another Indiana's just getting all the ranked teams that actually suck? Can we
Or
say that?
maybe didn't we used to always say this about Purdue? Are they just breaking teams?
Yeah,
Because
I don't
Purdue used to do that. Uh-oh. Vladdy
yeah.
Guerrero.
Home
Home
run.
run took the lead 2-1.
2-1.
2-1
Jay.
Toronto. Ohtani gives up a home run and he's coming up first in the next inning. So they
Oh,
better just go ahead and
get
walk him.
back. The get back.
You better just
Uh,
walk him.
Georgia Tech, BTA 41 over Syracuse 16. Yeah, just Georgia Tech continues. I've been saying it all year, baby.
You have. They've been
Clip it.
your they've
Clip
been
it.
your ride or die.
Yeah. Ole Miss, number 8, Ole Miss 34 over number 13, Oklahoma 26. Uh, Oklahoma's reeling. You
They're
ain't
probably
making
out,
the
right?
playoff now. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
making the playoff now.
Outside
Uh,
of some crazy stuff going down.
it would have to be crazy, real
Yeah.
crazy. Stanford 7, Miami 42. Who cares? Carson Beck looks like an alien. Missouri, number 15, Missouri, man. I feel bad for them. I was really rooting for them. 10, Vanderbilt 17. Hell of a game. I mean, the highlights were all over the place on that one, but I was cheering for Missouri, man. They haven't been hot at anything in a long time. They used to be really good at everything.
Yeah. Yeah. They've kind of fallen off the map a little. I don't know if it's an NIL thing and they don't have the money or what, but they
I think
should.
I don't know, man. BYU 40, 41, Iowa State 27. I mean, BYU
Solid.
continues to roll, get the job done. That's all you got to do. Texas Tech 42, Oklahoma State 0. Texas Tech tough. Number 14 though, so we'll see if they can get in somehow. Virginia 16 or Virginia number 16, Virginia 17. North Carolina 16.
6-7.
Yeah, 6-7.
Sorry, I got two kids that
Go ahead.
just
Go ahead and do it. Tennessee 56, Kentucky 34. That's why they're on basketball season, same as us. Uh, Memphis 34, number 18, South Florida 31. Big
good
win for
game.
Memphis. Louisville, Brom rolls again over BC 38-24. Boston College, not nothing crazy, but Cincinnati 41, Baylor 20, Texas 45, Mississippi State 38 in overtime. Oh, how the mighty have fallen this season. Here's one for you. Number 23, Illinois 25, Washington 42.
I think Washington's good.
Ryan Walters does it again.
I think Washington's good. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
yeah, Ryan
Roman,
Walters gets the job done again. Just couldn't get it done at Purdue. Are we cursed? Yes, that is the answer.
I don't think it's a coaching thing. I think it's a dollars and
I
cents type of
I
thing.
just think it's Ryan Brown thing.
Could be
Kids
that too.
cursed.
I think Washington's sneaky good though. Like I've noticed a couple of like teams, BYU, Washington, since NIL has come around, these schools, I don't know why, have a lot of money, and
Got the bread.
they got money and they bring in good players, and that's what it takes nowadays. So
Yeah. Houston 24, number 24, Arizona State 16. Houston is ranked now actually in the AP. They got ranked today. Or no, it was Monday when they put out, I think, the rankings.
oh man, when was the last time Houston was ranked in basketball and football?
I don't like it.
That's
That's all I'll say there, man.
fair.
Michigan 20 number 25 Michigan gets it done 31-20 over rival Michigan State.
I just don't think Michigan's coach is going to last very long if he doesn't start turning this ship around because that's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
not.
Michigan State's not very good this year, so
Yeah, to win by 11 against your rival when they're not good when you're
yeah,
Michigan.
it's sketchy
That'd
for
be
him.
like if IU only beats us by 11 this year.
Yeah, in football.
Yeah, it ain't good enough.
No. Not that great. Yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
it for the
Purdue, we're not even
recap.
gonna
Oh,
mention Purdue
I'm not.
football.
No. No, it's not. It won't be talked about
Um,
here.
I officially will not speak of the team again until they win a Big Ten game. So it could be years.
It might be years.
Probably will be years. Actually, the over under is 1.5 more years. So
Oh my
I'm taking
God,
the over.
dude. Disgusting. I'm sad that you even brought it up.
I had to bring it up just so to tell people
Disgusting.
I wasn't going to bring it up. It's one of those double negative type situations.
Yeah, we'll skip right over that crap and right into today in history. Give it to us, man.
Oh man. Today actually, and this is going to be Wednesday, the 29th of October. Actually, a pretty awesome day in history, if we're being honest here. Some pretty cool things happened. First thing, Muhammad Ali, your guy, our guy, everyone's guy, made his debut on this date in 1960 to start the greatest boxing career that's ever existed. Maybe there's debate with him and Mike Tyson in my mind, but
Shout out.
he started his career on today's date, October 29th. Also on October 29th, 2018, Klay Thompson set the NBA record with 14 threes in a game. He also, in that single game, scored 52 points in 27 minutes. Quite
Yeah.
possibly the greatest burst of scoring that's ever been seen. I believe he had
What?
27 and a quarter. Something outrageous for a guy who wasn't Wilt Chamberlain. Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Um, in 1921, we're going back to the
Let's
past
go.
here, baby. Center College,
Mm.
Center, I believe is in Kentucky somewhere, beat
All right.
Harvard in football 6-0, snapping Harvard's 25 game winning streak. This is back when those kind of schools were really good at football.
Yeah.
Um, Beat them 6-0. A single touchdown on a quarterback scatter was the only point scored in that game.
Quarterback scatter, dude.
And Center College was a very small college. That would have been like Purdue losing to Wabash College in
Hell
basketball.
yeah.
Like it was
Sick.
seriously huge upset. Um, a little tragic one here, but it did happen in 1960 as well. So as Muhammad Ali is making his debut in boxing, the Cal Poly college football team Mustangs plane crashed. Mm. Killed 24 of 48, which I thought was a silver lining because only killing 24 in a plane crash
Wow.
out of 48,
Yeah.
not bad.
That's
Um,
crazy, man.
was crazy that happened like because that happened like what like 20 or 30 years ago and like a whole I can't remember what college it was, a whole team died, but
Bowling Green, wasn't it?
Bowling Green, there you go. Yep.
I thought so. They made a movie about it.
Yeah, yep. Was it We Are Marshall?
Yeah, no, it was Marshall.
Yeah, I was about to say I think that
Well,
was
they're
a
both in Ohio, to be fair.
and they're both green.
Yeah.
Not sure if
They're
Bowling Green's colors are
give me
green, but
no, they're orange and blue.
well, that makes no sense. So we'll move on.
Not
Um,
one bit.
it's also the maybe the greatest redheaded quarterback of all time, Andy Dalton's birthday.
Oh,
So happy birthday, Andy. We're sorry that you were never as good as we hoped you would be, but
shout
there are
out
obviously,
Andy
honestly,
Dalton.
very few notable birthdays on October 29th. So just not a lot of people really getting busy in February. Most people are sad, and
Yeah.
apparently Valentine's Day doesn't generate a lot of babies that are famous. So.
Story on Andy Dalton. One time I had a friend that was at a Bengals game, and there was a guy with the last name Brown on the other team, and there was a guy, and the one guy had Dalton jersey on right next to the guy with Brown, and my buddy sent me a picture and it said Dalton Brown. And he
Oh,
said, "What are you doing at the game, bro?" I was like, "Always with you."
yeah, I don't think there's ever going to be a Derek Mulligan jerseys next to each
No,
other,
no.
but that is pretty cool. That is cool.
That was crazy, man. I remember that. I'll jump into the quote of the day. Mr. Prefontaine, because
Okay.
I'm listening to the autobiography of the founder of Nike, and there's a lot of pre quotes in there. Most people run a race to see who is fastest. I run a race to see who has the most guts.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I've never been a competitive runner and I never will be and never have wanted to be, but that is, I feel like what competitive running is. Like, because I don't think it's really that fun, especially when you first start for anyone, but it's can you pound through the pain, keep running? Because really it's just pain, it's mental. Running, like I've heard competitive running is extremely mental, especially long distance running. Like I remember I used to talk to a kid we we knew growing up named Cody that was a very, very good competitive runner. went to college for it and everything. And he always said, I was like, man, why do you like running, dude? He's like, I hate running. He's like, I love the competitive battle that it is, like, or the
Yeah.
mental battle. Like, I have to fight mentally every time I go try to run 3 miles, like 10 miles, whatever it is. So I think
I
that's a
think
big part of it. It's guts, dude.
it's a metaphor for life.
It's not about the, what is it? Not
Who's
about the
the fastest?
destination.
It's not who's the fastest. It's who has the most guts to get through it, man. Who keeps fighting? Who
Well,
continues on, man?
it's Miley Cyrus, dude. It's not about the
The
result. It's
climb.
about the climb, dude. Because if you can
Oh,
quote Miley, you should do it all the time. It's a
Sora.
party in the USA, dude.
That's gonna get Sora.
Clark, if you're watching, turn it
Clark.
off.
Yeah, get off of Sora, dude. You have 3 kids.
Yeah, and other problems we won't discuss. Like
That's what
maybe
you get
just
for those videos today,
yeah,
Clark.
yeah. You keep sending me fake videos of me and Dalton loving each other over IU. I'm done with it, dude.
Oh
All right.
man.
I mean, I started it. I
Yeah,
busted him
you
over and
you
over,
did. You did.
like
That's
multiple times. But
yeah.
yeah, good quote. A lot of people don't even know who Prefontaine is, but kind of
Free.
kind of an epic guy. The one thing I was going to say when you said the Nike thing, I watched today an Allen Iverson documentary that's on Prime Video. Pretty awesome. I love Allen Iverson's like story. He grew up in a bunch of trouble in Newport News,
Yep.
Virginia. Actually wanted to be a football player, was awesome at football, and then just realized, man, I'm really good at basketball too.
Yeah.
Kind of got forced to play basketball by his mom. She's like, "No, you're going to play basketball, boy." And he's like, fine, I'm fine. And then he got there and he's like, I realized that this was easy for me and it was hard for everyone else. And I could beat everyone.
His
So,
quote, I don't care who's on my team, I'm gonna win.
yeah,
That's one of my favorite quotes of all time by
dude, he's a
Allen
quote
Iverson.
machine.
I
Practice. You
don't
talking about
care.
practice?
I don't care who's on my team. I'm gonna win. That
Dude,
okay,
that
dude.
that's the guy I want on my team.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I want the
And he
guy who's
did.
like,
He did.
I'm gonna be good. I remember he was talking to this documentary today about going up against MJ. And you know when he did that crossover, that's like one of his greatest moments when he crossed over MJ. He goes, "That guy's such a savage. People don't realize he almost blocked that shot. I
Yeah.
broke his ankles and he almost blocked it. And I had one of the quickest triggers in the NBA." I
Get
was like,
back.
that's MJ for you. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll finish with you know we're diving heavy into Purdue. Obviously, basketball. It's what we're passionate about. What we love. We love college basketball. As college basketball real season gets in, we'll talk more about other teams and other stuff. But really excited for this UIndy game, mostly because I think we need it as a fan base. As much as we don't. We were all like, we were preset. Like, we're not going to overreact. We don't care. It's a scrimmage. We're going to lose. We lose all of these. We happen to play the one school whose fan base is going to rub it in your face. And you can't say much about because historically they're one of the greatest basketball programs of all time. So you have it's like arguing with UConn fans currently. Like, what are you gonna say? So I hope we just go out, we have a good game, guys get things right. I hope we shoot 45% from three. And I hope that anybody, and again, I know we're not a baseball podcast, but anybody who's interested in watching the greatest to ever do something at anything, tune into the rest of the World Series. Right now, Toronto's leading. If they end up winning this game, it's going to be 2-2 with at least two more games guaranteed. It's going to be epic, and
Pandemonium.
the greatest player that's ever played, is in the game, and pitching currently. So worth a
Yeah.
watch. And we appreciate everybody who watches us. And if you have any suggestions or want anything on the channel, leave us a comment. We'll listen. We'll change things up. We'll do different stuff. We'll talk about other stuff. If you're like, hey man, I'm the biggest rugby fan that's ever lived, I'll figure it out. I'll find out a little bit
Yeah.
about rugby. I'll
Rugby.
throw a couple things out there.
Yeah, I love
Rugby's a
rugby
badass
actually.
sport, dude.
Yeah, bad motherfucker.
Like
Bad
rugby's
mother
sick.
truckers, dude.
Those are
Uh,
like those are men playing football.
yeah, it's hardcore. I have closing thoughts.
Close them out, baby.
Just one. Hang that banner, Kentucky fans. Exhibition champs. Hang it up. Sick of all you.
You're still not gonna make it past the round of 32. You heard it here first.
Bold. All right, y'all. See, when are we coming back? Do we know? We don't know.
Well, I assume we'll come back. I don't know. Maybe Friday. We'll talk about what happened in the scrimmage. I would
Yep.
assume something. Well, Friday's Halloween though, so we'll figure it out. We might do a Thursday.
Yeah. Might have to because Saturday I'll be gone too. So, all right, we'll
Yeah.
see you next time.
Peace out.
Thanks.